Hello everybody and welcome back to a man who'd like to tickle your fancy. My name is Edinger, and you guys seem to like my AskReddit video last week so much, we're gonna do 2 in a row, and from now on, I'm gonna be doing 1 Reddit video at least per month. You guys like them, I like them, and hey, really trying to grow that channel, that fabled 1 million subscribers, right around the corner, so thanks for the support. But without further ado, what is today's AskReddit question? We have, what weird thing would you make socially acceptable if you could? All right, top comment we have here is, if other people are at my house having fun but I'm tired, I just want to be able to go to bed, but they can stay and have a good time. 100%, I would make that socially acceptable. Why? I mean, even if it's not socially acceptable, I literally just did that 2 years ago, back when partying was still a thing. I was having a party for my birthday, had friends over, and well, listen, it was 1:30. That might be early for you, but I had 3 friends left that had not left, and they are raving in the living room. I'm genuinely falling asleep on the couch. Like, I'm like doing this, and going, oh, no, they haven't left yet. Every one of my housemates kind of ditched to go sleep, but because it was my party, I've got to stay, and I wasn't going to kick them out, and they're having such a good time. Eventually, I just literally left the living room and went to my bed and went to sleep. And you know what? I think they had a great time. I got messages. Liam, double Becky, I'm glad you had a good time. I was just so tired, and I'm glad that that was acceptable. Maybe people just went, that's a bit weird of him, but hey, I'm not one to stop a party, so thanks for coming. It was a great birthday. Short naps at work. Oh, 100%. That should definitely be socially acceptable. That's just because I feel like we as a society are focused so much on work, and having a nap is just such a nice way of getting your brain back in order. And I feel like if we just allowed people to do that, have a little room for it, everyone would work better and be more thankful that they can be a little bit more rested, have your brain free a little bit. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's a thing they actually do in Japan, except we have a comment here from Marijuana Lover 44, says, in Japan, you fall asleep at work. If you do, you're praised because it's interpreted as though you've been working so hard, you'll pass out. Yikes. But, in fact, I've fallen asleep and taken a nap at multiple jobs I've had, which seems like a theme throughout this video, even if it's not socially acceptable. I'm still doing it. Pizza Hut, I used to like, during dead days when no one was there, try and sneak away to one of those like back booths and just take a little nap. And also Urban Outfitters, used to work in the UK at an Urban Outfitters, and at one point, working in like the back room with all those giant shelves, I managed to lay down in one of the shelves with all the hoodies. It was really comfortable, and then pulled the other shelf close, so I was kind of stuck in there, took a nap for a half hour, and then just pushed it free. Thank God I didn't get locked in there. To be fair, I've yet to be fired. Like I said, it's not socially acceptable to take a nap at work, but I worked a lot better after that nap, okay? If they refuse to pay me for my lunch break, well, pay me for the nap break. Staying completely silent in others' company. I think for me, this is a sign of a really good friendship, and I do think this is socially acceptable depending on how close you are with someone, because I have a lot of friends where if they come over and we're just on our laptops getting work done or stuff, we don't have to say anything. We can just be enjoying each other's presence and silence, and that's the type of friendship I like to have. Like, we don't have any expectations for each other to entertain one another. It's just, hey, I'm happy to be here with you, you know? The real friendship. The IRS telling you how much you owe in taxes. I mean, I think we've been over this before, but yes, that would be quite great if it was socially acceptable, like it is in every other country in the known world, but not every other country has such an incredibly bad problem with corruption and lobbying, so thank you, TurboTax, appreciate that. People in the service industry should be able to tell a customer when they're being an asshole. Absolutely. As someone who worked in the service industry for 5 years, that would be amazing, except if you're only paid $2.13 an hour, you just can't. You're kind of at their whim, so they can sexually harass you, they can be incredibly rude and demeaning to you despite the fact that they came to you for service. So yes, it would be great if you could do that. But I guess you kind of have a bit more leeway in most every other country where you're paid a legal minimum wage. So the whole customer is always right thing, that is a generation far gone, okay? The people that made that up are now the incredibly sleazy men that come in trying to get like 3-year-old coupons off their pizza. Absolutely not. Get out of my restaurant. Taking a social timeout without having to smoke or occupy the bathroom. Yes. My workday is 6 to 8 hours in an open plan office, lunch is social, and I have at least an hour commute per day. That's at least twice my maximum social energy per day. I mean, absolutely. One of the things I hated the most about working at the restaurant was that smokers were allowed to go take a smoke break every other hour. They would just constantly be outside the back smoking, but yet I wasn't allowed to take a break at all. And it gives you this feeling, which I know a lot of people out there that started smoking because of this, that if you want a break, if you want to just do anything besides work at work, you got to pick up smoking. It's an incredibly horrible system, but anytime, at one point, I literally downloaded an app from my iPhone that looks like you're smoking, and I would do that as a joke, and my manager told me to get back in and work, and I was like, Do you not see this? Do you not see how weird this is? Yet again, me trying to do things that are socially unacceptable. By the way, as we're halfway through this video, just wanted you to know, I'm doing a community video this Thursday based on your comments on this video and the last one. So be sure to leave a comment answering the question, what is a weird thing you'd make socially acceptable? And hopefully you get in this Thursday's video. I would like to make it socially acceptable to tell employers, it's interesting, by the way, that almost all of these have to do with work. Tell employers that you're only in it for the money and it be a legitimate answer. What am I supposed to tell employers? That I have always wanted to work at a part-time job and get yelled at by Karen so I can make ends meet? Yeah, I, to be honest, have actually told people when they're like, what's the most interesting about this job? I would say, to be honest, it's quite a nice salary. That would really help me out living in London. And then I would also say the other things like, I'm hoping to further my career, yada, yada. And that's never really been that bad of a thing. It is just weird that that's so socially unacceptable. Like, do you really think this is my dream? Like, I really dreamed of working in HR? Ugh. No offense to any HR people out there, but also her. I tried to pronounce HR. It's already a word. Running in public to get places quicker. This is not socially acceptable, but I also do this all the time. Like, when I get, like, out of the station, I'm like a 10-minute walk away or like a 4 to 5 minute run away. And so no matter what I'm wearing, backpack, jacket, I'll just run. What's the point of me upping my fitness and running every day if I don't speed up where I'm going? But every time I do this, people look at me like, oh gosh, she must be late for something. It just gets me places faster. I agree. Make this socially acceptable. The first step, if you want to get places faster, just start running, okay? Stop caring about what everyone else thinks. Be the influencer I know you can be, okay? Next up, we've got openly talking about your finances with other people. A lot of people don't realize they're underpaid because nobody talks about wages. It's so bizarre to me that it's a taboo subject. We all rely on money in some form. Let's just discuss it. You'd be surprised. It's actually even worse in the UK. In the US, I feel like people are more keen to talk about money, about how much they pay for rent, how much they're getting paid. But my experience in the UK is people get really uncomfortable, especially like YouTube wise. It used to be a very well-known stereotype that American YouTubers were all like, money, money, money. And British YouTubers were like, I love my audience very much. Being able to just wave or say hi to people you hardly know. There's nothing worse than an awkward 5-minute catch-up chat in the store with someone I haven't seen in years. Oh, you mean the stop and chat? Absolutely hate a stop and chat. Just want to do a hi and bye, as I like to say. Just, yep, hi and bye. Like, nice to see you. I don't actually have an interest in talking to you, but wow, it's been interesting seeing your face again. Wow, definitely one of those things where start doing it. Thanks for talking to me. I've got to go. And it'll be more socially acceptable, or maybe you'll just be seen as the Larry David in your life. Staying home when sick, yes, we talked about this in last week's AskReddit video, I believe. I really hoped this pandemic would improve that mindset, but nope, people still think you're a lazy POS if you stay home when you're sick. This is something, even me talking about it in this video, we can slowly change the culture if we all just start allowing people to be sick. It feels weird to be like, yes, you're allowed to be sick, but let's just let that be a thing. It should be up to the hiring manager to, for instance, find a replacement when you're sick. It should not be up to you, okay? My hair looks like a croissant. Oh no. Eating alone at a restaurant or a solo movie trip. I've done both of these. I do get weird looks for the restaurant one, but no one's ever judged me, I don't think, for going to the cinema alone. Like, not once. So I do think, even though you might think it's socially unacceptable, just do it. I saw one of those Star Wars films alone. It was fine. I just wanted to see it alone because I had just left my girlfriend and I just needed a place to be dark, watch something and hopefully entertain me. Cry a bit. Complimenting other men. All right, let's start with you. Nice cock. Thanks. It helps get the hens to lay. That was exactly the type of pun I was hoping to see in this thread. Wearing nicer clothes than normal for no reason. This is something that's been nice to do during COVID just because I've been locked down for so long. Sometimes I'll just pull out one of my nice blazers and just be like, hey, I look good today. Look at that lighting. Look at that. Not wearing a bra. I feel like everybody notices when I don't wear one in public and other women give rude looks. I just want to be comfortable. Yeah, it is weird we live in a society where even if you're wearing like a shirt on top, like you're not even nude, people are like, oh my gosh, your body has nipples. Yet me as a guy, I can just, you know, flash people down the street and everyone's like, what a good chest you have there, sir. A woman does it, it's like, oh my God. There's nips, could cut ice. I do always wonder, like, if we as a society decided doesn't matter anymore, just women and men can both be shirtless in public and not get fined for it, would then we not sexualize the body as much? I genuinely don't know. It's one of those questions I've always been like, maybe if boobies are plentifully available, the mystery is gone, you know? Loses its allure. And hey, to me, sounds like a best case scenario. Not being always productive and not devoting one's life to making money. I feel like this one's calling me out for the productive thing. I honestly feel like on days in which I haven't felt like I've done enough to be productive, I feel worthless, like everyone's just gonna notice and be like, what has he even been doing recently? Wow, you cut the community videos for a whole month? Might as well just stop. It's more like, I'm trying to do all these different things and I want to take a little break. Yeah. So yes, should be socially acceptable. Give yourself a break, okay? You don't have to be productive 24/7, please. Anyway, now to continue, not taking my own advice. I wish that people would stop conflating women not wearing makeup with being unprofessional. I worked in a place where a girl was told she was unprofessional when she didn't wear makeup. Yikes. That sounds like a pretty horrible workplace. Yeah, it is a bit weird that women and men have completely different expectations in the workplace. Like, I've seen dress codes where women have to wear high heels. Have you ever worn high heels? I feel like if you're forcing one gender to wear high heels, you gotta force them both, okay? They are not fun. I've worn them once, okay? I was in drama club, leave me alone. Talking about mental health issues, we all face some level of depression or anxiety. Why are we lying and pretending to be happy all the time? It's funny because whenever I experience a lot of anxiety, when I talk about it, I feel like that's the only thing I've ever talked about and I'm ruining everyone's day. Like the other day I was doing a Twitch stream and I was feeling really anxious and I just happened to be talking about it and I was like, oh God, they're just gonna think, oh wah, you know, entertain me, man. I'm here to watch you play video games and make jokes, and here I'm like, yeah, today I had a really anxious day. But it made a lot of people feel like, oh gosh, at least someone's talking about it. And then I talked to my friend afterwards and she was like, it just felt nice that you were actually talking about it. So even though in my head I was like, this is a dumb decision, everyone hates me for it, I'm trying to be more open about it so that way it's off of my chest, you know, I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah. Yes, everyone has some bit of anxiety and depression and it should be more socially acceptable to talk about it. Also check out the Twitch stream sometime, we have a lot of fun times. Skipping. It's more fun and energy efficient than running. I sometimes do it when I'm alone because I like the way it feels. You know what? I really support that. Let's make that socially acceptable for What a Nerd, am I right? Please. Bring him some happiness. If something like this gives you that much joy, please just do it. Go skip. But don't skip the subscribe button. Thank you for watching today's video. Hope you very much enjoyed it. I make new videos every single Sunday. Don't forget, this Thursday, community video based on your comments. Other than that, I'll see you guys on the next one. See you later. Goodbye. I'm back from the dead, motherfucker. You thought I was done for? You think just because I fell on the bed I was done? I am. Goodbye.